Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today I'm reading for May 19th through the 25th. That would be Friday through Thursday. Now, to tell you a little bit about me, I am a Reiki master. I am what I call myself is an intuitive channeler. I open myself to God, Source, Higher Power, Holy Spirit, and ask that whatever the message is, it comes through and that it be something that does help and does uplift or just helps you through whatever we're going through. Okay? I am using my Radley Valentine decks. I'm using my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will pull one from my Guardian Angel cards. I will also use the Inspirational Wisdom from from Angels and Fairies, Frances Monroe, Judy Mastrangelo, and my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, since this is a new moon, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit because this is the overview, I will pull one from the Moonology Oracle decks, Yasmin Boland artwork, Nyx Rowan. Okay, I like to tell you what the cards are because some people want to go out and get them. Some people want to say, yeah, this really resonated with me. So I like to tell you that, and I do that in this video. Now, we are going to be doing an overview reading, and I will use my Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, these are general readings. Again, they may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? So let's see what's going on. Just as an overview, what's going on in the planets and all that good stuff. So we have, and also too, I really put, what was it, High Priestess 11? Is that no? Or was it Aurora, Astrology by Aurora? I did put a couple of their posts up. So, and I do like to put their memes. So I do put them in the community pages, Facebook, try to get it into Instagram and also under Twitter too. So you may want to take a peek at those because they give you a little bit more insight, or maybe just reword what I just already told you. So like I said, we're going through the 19th. We're talking about that the 19th we have that new moon. It is in Taurus. And it also then on the 20th, we have Mars entering Leo. So it's transitioning from Cancer into Leo. Fire sign, Aries, Mars, Aries, Mars, god of war. Leo, fire sign, connected with the sun. Very strong, very powerful energy. Oh, also too on the 15th, Mercury has gone direct. Now, usually it takes about 2 weeks, so maybe about till the 29th, that we feel the full force of Mercury going direct and communications gets a little bit clearer. So we're still kind of under that retrograde umbrella, so to speak. Okay, so the 20th, we have 20th of May, we have Mars at 0 degrees in Leo, and it's going to be opposing Pluto at 0 degrees Aquarius. Now remember, Pluto is retrograding right now, so it's kind of getting things ruffled up a little bit. I'm kind of thinking of when you're painting something. Is it when you're painting something, or when you're working with some wood, or where you have to kind of rough up the surface a little bit so that the stuff is going to stick? I feel like as we're going retrograde right now, it's like it's trying to rough things up a little bit, because then in June, Pluto will be then retrograding back into Capricorn, so to finish up whatever really needs to be done. So I do feel that with this, I'm kind of getting this, where you rough something up in order to, to get whatever the shellac or whatever it is to stick. I feel like that's what's going on with this energy, especially with, with Mars opposing Pluto. Okay. And Leo and Aquarius, they're both kind of like the, opposites of each other, but so they're the mirrors in itself. Now on the 21st, the sun will enter into Gemini. Now Gemini is very intellectual energy. It's also a lot of communication energy too. So remember, Mercury will be feeling more of that communication because it is direct. So we're not in a bad place right now. Communication should get clearer. But then we have, let's see, we have the 21st. The sun, 0 degrees Gemini, will be trining Pluto, 0 degrees Aquarius, Gemini and Aquarius, both those air signs. And, so things will be giving it a little bit of a push with that, especially after it's been with opposing that Mars energy. Now, an interesting thing will also be, now, because we also have Jupiter. Jupiter went into Taurus on the 16th. And when I read you the new moon in Taurus card, I think you're going to find that kind of interesting. Jupiter, the planet of enlargement, so the planets of good fortune. So it is now in Taurus. So a lot of the things that we dreamt about when it was in Pisces, a lot of the things that we were inspired about when we were in Aries, when Jupiter was in Aries, will now get down to business because it's now in Taurus. So there can be a lot of things that really, it's like, get down to business. Let's make things happen. So we have on the 23rd, Mars, 1 degree, squaring Jupiter, 1 degree, which is in Taurus. The part about that is, we've had Uranus in Taurus since 2018 until 2025, and that's really been messing with the Leo energy, especially with their job energy here. It's been trying to figure out where they need to be. So now we have Mars up, kind of squaring. Squaring is the pressure is on. So that Leo energy, now granted, while I'm talking about, Leos themselves, it's still the energy that's affecting all of us. It's now squaring that Pluto, and it's like really, really trying to get down to some major, major business. So what does that all mean? It's always an interesting time. We do have that change. So there could be some more communication, things coming out, things being revealed, especially because of, that Gemini energy. Things actually kind of like pieces making sense for us. So many times we've been in this, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So we do have some of that time. It could be some of those aha moments, those moments where it's like, oh, I thought I was the one, I thought I couldn't see things clearly. It wasn't that. It was just basically, it was all fuzzy. So I do think things could be getting clearer and clearer and clearer. I do think, though, that the energies, the feathers can get ruffled, the sanding, however it is, whatever you do, things get ruffled up so that whatever it is can hear better, can stick better. Okay, I know. Interesting stuff as always. We are in interesting times. Okay, so let's go on. I told you that I'm going to use the Moonology cards, but this is what the new moon in Taurus is all about. Prosperity lies ahead. And like I said, Jupiter now is in Taurus. I'm not going to say that everything's going to be easy, but I think that it is worth the effort, and I think it is worth shall we say, the fight. It's worth the fight. And we just have to be very diligent. We have to be like the bull, and we just have to keep going forward and, just kind of like knock everything down around us. Okay, so we've got that with that new moon. Remember, new moons are also new starts, new beginnings. So it is a good time. Full moon to new moon, as it is waning, it is a good time to release and relinquish. New moon to full moon, as it is waxing, is a good time to request. So right before that right before that new moon, get rid of the junk. And with that new moon, start requesting. Okay? So let's see what we've got here. The Rider-Waite, Higher Power, Holy Spirit. What do we have for this week? The week of the 19th through the 25th. Lots of energy going on. What is going on? What do you want to tell us? What do we need to know? Show us the good stuff too, if you would. Here we go. Let's go on. Remember, anything reversed to me means that it is a little stronger energy. Okay? So we have 1, 2, and we have 3. 3 cards, face down. Let's see what we have for you. Well, this is a very good abundance card. Remember, this is fire energy. It is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now remember, Jupiter has transitioned from Aries into Taurus, but we do have Mars going into Leo. So the Mars and Leo is that's a fight. That's a fighting spirit. That's fighting for what you need to have. I'm not talking physically. I'm talking more the spiritually and the metaphysically. It's putting out there, putting out there. I am somebody that likes to use the words. God source, help me with this. God source, I am claiming this. God source, this needs to be done. I have had many, many miracles because I have spoken it. Not that I'm any different or any better, because we can all have this ability. We can speak things into this existence. And, so this is about abundance, fire energy. It is passionate, burning, very determined energy. We have the 3. Numbers have a lot of power to them too. So 3 is about celebration, creation. There's also that power of 3. So there is a lot of abundance. There's a lot of choices. There's a lot of possibilities. And, and it's all about looking to see, and, sometimes you just have to pray that you choose the right one. So how many times have we turned right instead of going straight or going left? We need to pray that we're in guidance, that we are, and we need to also pray for our blessings. There are blessings that are supposed to be coming. And what is it? We don't get because we don't ask. Now remember what I'm always telling you about asking. If you don't ask, answer's generally no. Okay? Nothing happens. Nothing different. If you ask, you could still get that no. Sometimes it's just not in the plan. But many times when you ask, it can be a yes. Okay? So always ask. You've got nothing to lose except if you don't ask. Okay, so a lot of abundance, a lot of possibilities. There's so many possibilities out there. Okay, so now we have the Page of Wands. So we have that Wands energy again. So the Page's underlying energy is Earth. This is how the court cards run. So Earth energy is your money, your job, your career, your home. This is your Taurus. We are still in Taurus, though we are transitioning into Gemini, but the new moon is in Taurus. So it's Taurus, Virgo, it's Capricorn also. Not quite there with the Capricorn just yet, with Pluto and Capricorn. Pages generally are like a new job or a new career or a new possibility or a new way of making money. So we've got that underlying, but then we've got the Wand energy again. We've got that Leo energy. We've got that Sagittarius. We've got that Aries, going after what it is you want. Being successful in this too. So there's a lot of possibilities that are opening up for the world. There are a lot of possibilities. Many times over, we may not see them. We may not feel them. That's why I'm always telling us, myself included, we need to keep our vibrations elevated. We need to have hope. We need to say things can get better. Things can get better. Things will get better. Because here's the possibilities, and here is going after those possibilities. The Page, he's very confident. He's very much, he stands tall. He is going after what it is he wants, or in some ways he's asked for it and it is coming to him, because I'm kind of getting his stillness there too. So he is standing there, he is still, and in many ways, I don't necessarily know, is he really going after it, or is he now waiting for it? It is coming to him. I like that one. Now we have the Justice card. Now remember, when I do my Radley Valentine deck, so I won't talk about this, but Radley Valentine deck, when on the individuals, for some reason they, the Justice and the Strength card is mixed up. This is the traditional Justice. This is a major arcana card. So we have an 11, 1, 1, new beginning, a 10 plus a 1, transition to a new beginning. 1, 1 equals 2. 2 is choices, decisions, crossroads. Where do we go? Partnering. Justice has that because we still have that, that shadow of retrograde, though things are starting to straighten out. So there is some karmic justice. Karmic, some things are falling into a better place again. I shouldn't say again because maybe they've never been in that good place. But justice has come. Justice is coming. Justice is justice is being served. So there's a lot of justice. Now, this could be in the physical world, but it can also be, a lot of times it's more the metaphysical. It's in the spiritual realm too. Okay? And, as in heaven, so on earth. So so many times over, the justice has to happen up there in order for it to come to our dimension, our realm. Okay? So justice is served. Okay, let's go on with our Osha Zen Tarot cards. Let's see what we might have here. So justice is served. But I love this. I love this. It's, I feel like the page is kind of, like I said, he's ready. He's ready. He's ready for justice. He's ready for things to be what needs to be done. He's ready. He's ready for the passion to be filled. All right. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what would you like to say through these cards? What would you like to tell people? What's going on in the world? What is going on in the world? We're going to just pick out one card. Again, anything reversed. I think this one's reversed, but never quite sure with these cards. Let's see. Suppression. Suppression. So we have a 10. We have a 10. 10 again is transition, is moving forward. We have a 10, and this is basically saying, this, I don't know. Is this what is at the root of everything? Has there been a major suppression that has happened, and now we're breaking free, we're breaking out. I should say the world is breaking out, the world is breaking free. The 10 is moving. The 10 is transitional energy, things moving forward with this. So, we have our suppression. We have, like everything's been tied down. We've been, kind of in the hole. We're in with the roots. We're in with this energy that has been so powerful. Now, that it's really, maybe it's kept us from hoping. Remember, there's a lot of hope going on out there. There's a lot of things that are happening. We have to make sure that we keep our energies elevated. When you have your energies low, when you're feeling like things are just not going to happen, things are not going to change, when you're just feeling that way, you attract what you put out. So I know maybe some people have asked me, how can I have crazy faith? And it's like, because what other kind of faith can you have? It has to be crazy faith. It has to believe that things are happening, things are changing, things will work themselves through. So suppression, I'm not going to say, is this something that we should be fighting? The only way that we can really be released is to have, like I said, is to have crazy faith. And this is a time out of a lot of our times in the world that we need to have this, that we should be experiencing this. Like I have said this before, we chose to come at this time. Now, I will tell you, many of the people that watch they're your light workers, your healers, your empaths, but there are many people that chose to come to be opposite of what we are. I will tell you that most of the time it's the light that comes. So we need to stay shining. That's why I always say that. We need to stay shining. We need to know that we are loved. And we know, we need to be blessed during this time. So we've got an interesting week ahead. There's lots of hope. There's lots of possibilities. There's lots of justice. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. But at the same time, we have to be very careful. We have to just be that flower that breaks through, the ground, even under nasty, horrible conditions. So, interesting times, always, right? All right, so if you would please, I know that I've dropped down to the once a week, but it is still important. It is very, very important to go do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. You keep me coming back, so thank you, because I need your encouragement too to continue with what I am doing. If you are watching me on Rumble, please rumble me. But most importantly, as I was just talking about and as I was just saying, As always, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.